And welcome to another edition of Let It Ride. As you can see by the records, Todd is still doing well. Clay is still average at best. Todd Furman, Clay Travis. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, unless you're in Nevada this weekend, blah, blah, blah.
We've picked every game all season long, yet somehow Todd has 12 more
Stop
games
sitting on the
than I
sidelines. You
have.
talk a lot, and sometimes you don't pick them. You're like Switzerland sometimes, you know?
The one thing I've never been accused of is not taking a side.
Let's get to the opening line. Syracuse at number 2, Florida State. Florida State favored by 37.
Off-field distractions galore for Florida State. You wonder where this team's focus is. Those style points they needed last week, and they don't need anymore. They control their own destiny. Syracuse can do enough. They're not going to threaten to win this game outright, but they can slide inside this number, 37.5, an inflated tag.
I agreed it was a huge number. Then I went back and did some research on what Syracuse has done against decent teams this year. Georgia Tech's not even very good, and they beat them 56-0. Clemson went on the road and won by 45. I think Florida State, even with the distractions, puts them out of the woodshed. Big-time beating, taking FSU.
Every game's a snowflake.
Stanford off of a big win against Oregon at USC. USC getting 3.5. Who do you like, Clay?
Yeah, I think this game will be close for a while, and then I think Stanford's raw physicality will take over. I would like to see USC beat them because I'd still probably rather see Oregon in the Pac-12 title game, to be honest. I think they're more fun, but I think that Stanford's going to come out, take care of business against USC. I'm taking Stanford.
The extra couple of days off definitely helped David Shaw and Stanford as far as game planning and preparation is concerned. USC, they've been good, but against two is my real question. However, they don't have a whole lot to play for in the Pac-12 South at this point. I think this is the game. They rally the troops. I like the fact that I'm getting 3.5. At 3, I wouldn't play it. 3.5, I think it goes to 4. Definitely a play there.
Michigan State at my Nebraska Cornhuskers. The Cornhuskers getting 5.
Cornhuskers showed a heck of a lot defensively. Not only did they cover, they went outright Michigan, and they did it with defense, holding Michigan under 200 yards.
Did you watch that game in Vegas?
I did watch it, and my father-in-law is a Michigan fan, so.
Michigan State is too physical. They had extra time off. Connor Cook continues to make strides as a quarterback, showing flashes of brilliance. I think Michigan State's defense is what wins it. Numbers come down. There's been sharp money on Nebraska, but I'll lay the 5 here with Michigan State.
I actually like Nebraska. I like what they've done ever since they got lucky, got the Hail Mary against Northwestern. They went on the road, got it done against Michigan. I really think Michigan State, when you look at their schedule, best win all year on the road at Iowa. A little bit of a paper tiger here. I'm going to take the Cornhuskers.
And next, Clay's preseason national title favorite, number 25 Georgia Bulldogs at Auburn. Auburn giving 3.
Look, I think Auburn is a great team. Gus Malzahn in the running for being National Coach of the Year. But with Todd Gurley back and Todd Gurley healthy, Georgia is a different team. I really think the Bulldogs are going to catch them sleeping a little bit here before the big game. Not going to surprise you. I'm still going with Georgia. Look, talk about what these teams have done all season in terms of the line.
I agree completely with Clay on this particular game. You look at before the year, Georgia would have been a heavy favorite in this game. Has that much really changed outside of the Georgia injuries? Auburn's played up. I think this is where water reaches its level. Georgia 1-7-1 against the spread so far this year. Auburn 8-2. The public wants to back Auburn here. I'll back Georgia despite the fact that Clay agrees with that.
Agreement between you two. Unbelievable. Let's get to over-unders. Indiana at number 22. Wisconsin over-under is 70 points.
This game is going to have points galore. Wisconsin may rip off 8-9 yards a carry. Indiana's not going to stop them, but if the Indiana Hoosiers can score, the reality of it is they can get to 21. Wisconsin gets 50+. This game goes over the total.
I agree with this completely. The one thing Indiana's shown all year is that they can score. Wisconsin, is going to be able to run against them and score as well. High-scoring game. I like the over.
Texas Tech at Baylor over-under 86.
Yeah, the question is how much can Texas Tech score? And they've lost 3 in a row. They're not really playing that well. Baylor's got an underrated defense. I think Baylor comes out. They're going to win big. I like Baylor over the number, but I also like the under here. I think Baylor wins big, but Texas Tech not putting up
I got to disagree. Baylor gets to 60. Texas Tech will do enough. Even if they turn the ball over, create short fields, this game goes over. It's been a high-scoring series the last 3 years.
All right, big game talk. Number 12, Oklahoma State at the newly hot number 24, Texas. Texas getting 3.
All of a sudden, Texas has an identity. The problem being is they're without their leading running back going into this game.
Malcolm Brown's not a bad backup.
True,
That's the deepest position.
They do have a ton of depth there. I don't love Case McCoy as your starting quarterback, but defensively they've been stout against the run, and that's going to be the difference here. Clint Shelf will make a mistake at a key juncture. Texas keeps those BCS hopes alive, covers and outright.
I thought that by picking Texas, I would be able to distinguish myself from this guy. Unfortunately, I'm on the same side as him. I think Oklahoma State is a little bit, again, of an enigma. I mean, they went on the road, have the worst loss of any top 25 team all year at West Virginia. Texas gets it done, sets up that Baylor game, potentially 2 games, no losses in the Big 12 there.
Picks of the week. And Clay, your pick of the week. You like South Carolina?
Yeah, I really do like South Carolina there because the Florida now on their third string quarterback. Florida can't score, period, at all. This game gives South Carolina the opportunity to get into the SEC East at 6-2. Big time statement game for South Carolina, puts the pressure on Missouri. I think Spurrier, the head ball coach, takes them out back to the woodshed, gives them a beating. I like South Carolina big time.
I like Louisville here. You look at this game and its point spread, Matt. UCF laid 14 to Houston. Louisville laid 14 to UCF earlier in the year, and although they lost, Louisville a little undervalued in this particular spot. Houston, third road game, 4 weeks. It's going to get ugly. Teddy Bridgewater throws for 350, and Louisville wins this game by north of 3 touchdowns.
All right, you guys disagree on 4 games this week. Syracuse, Florida State, Michigan State, Nebraska, over under 86, Texas Tech versus Baylor, and Stanford at USC. Guys, another good week of Let It Ride.